Hello everybody, and welcome to this launch of the new Roskell Academy. We're delighted to have so many people here from across the world. I am Penelope Roskell. I'm the founder and director of the Roskell Academy. Today I'm going to tell you a bit about the Roskell Academy, then I'm going to introduce our wonderful team. I'm also going to tell you about what the Roskell Academy can offer you and show you around the site. We'll talk about the different types of membership, how you can get involved. We're very keen for members to get involved as much as possible. We'll tell you a little bit about some upcoming events. If you'd like to raise a glass at the end to the success of the Roskell Academy, do get yourself a glass ready. And then I'm going to just play you out with a short piece by Mozart. So firstly, just a little bit about the Roskell Academy. It's a not-for-profit organisation. Our aim is to help you reach your pianistic goals, whatever those may be, and wherever you are at now. We provide training, resources, advice, support, and a community to inspire all pianists, whether you're a professional or an amateur, whether you're a student or a teacher. So everybody is welcome, whatever your level of experience. As a pianist, you may be a beginner, you may be a professional. As a teacher, you may just be starting out, or you may be very experienced, and everyone is welcome. Our motto is every pianist can learn to play with ease, confidence, and artistry. We're delighted that well over 200 people have signed up already before the launch, and it's a real international community. At least 20 countries are represented so far. We don't know where quite a few of the people are coming from. We want to spread the word as far as possible that pianists can play with joy. And we don't need to experience the tension and the pain and the injuries that so many now suffer from. So, I'm going to first introduce the management team, so you know who you are speaking to. Firstly, I'm Penelope, obviously. I'm the founder and the director. I'll be teaching webinars. I'll be curating courses for you. I'll be producing new resources and guiding the future of the Academy in the coming years. Gwen, who is our administrator and community manager, wonderful person who's guided us through the last few months absolutely superbly. Would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, hello, I'm Gwen Harborne. I'm a piano teacher and I live in Lancashire. As well as teaching my students each day, I'm the administrator and community manager for the Roskell Academy. I've helped Penelope with setting up the new Roskell Academy's community site, which hopefully you've already had a chance to have a bit of a look around. And I'll be hosting the Network and Natter meetups where we can get together to chat about anything piano related that's on your mind. I'll also be your first port of call if you have any questions or need any help, and emails come directly to me. And you're always welcome to message me directly through the community.
Thank you, Gwen. And now I'd like to introduce Oliver Griffiths, who's our business director.
Hello, hi, welcome again to the Roskell Academy. It's a really exciting moment seeing you all here. We've been working on this for a long time now. Penelope's been working on this lifelong. Gwen's been working on this for sort of almost a couple of years, and the rest of the team, I suppose over the last 5 months, have been building this platform to deliver Penelope's content and deliver wider content about the Roskell method in as high a quality and as easily accessible a format as possible. So we are really proud of the work that we've achieved so far. I think we've created an exceptional platform, and part of which has involved us setting up an expensive recording studio at Penelope's home here in London. I hope you can see some of the efforts of that today. And so that we can provide this content sort of long into the future. We've got a real aim that this becomes a sort of grassroots organization. It's a non-profit organization, or it's for the profit of its members. And we're looking to build this community into something that's able to sustain itself long into the future. So it's great to meet you all.
Thank you very much. Anna is responsible for marketing and communications and the newsletters. Would you just like to say a word?
Hi everyone, my name is Anna. I'm a peripatetic music teacher based over in Northern Ireland. Alongside my teaching, I work part-time with the European Piano Teachers Association, where I met Penelope as their communications and marketing coordinator. And more recently, I've stepped into a similar communications and marketing role in the Roskell Academy, where I'll be focusing on their social media, digital engagement, and the newsletter.
Thank you very much, Anna. The last member of our team is Emma, who isn't with us today because she's in the middle of the rainforest in Panama. I would like to introduce you to some of our very experienced members who are very experienced teachers, and most of them are also certified in the Roskell method. They are also acting as instructors. They'll be teaching webinars and other events. And creating resources and many other things. So they're very valued members of the team. Aaron Burrows first. I don't know whether you can unmute yourself and just say a quick hello.
Hello,
Aaron,
everyone.
good. Okay. Aaron is the composer for many of the pieces for the Essential Piano Technique books, and he'll be giving classes and webinars. And then we have Ines, who's joining us from Portugal today. She has created all the recordings for the accompaniments and leading the forum. Ines, would you like to just say hello?
Hello, everyone.
There. She's speaking from Portugal, I believe. She's created lots of recordings of the accompaniments for all of Aaron's pieces, which your students can use, and you too. She'll be leading the forum and giving some general webinars for pianists. Monica, are you there? Would you like to say hello? Maybe she's not here yet. Okay. Louisa and Richard, are you both here? Would you like to say hello?
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hi everyone.
Right. They are two of our very experienced teachers. They're giving a webinar. They're also giving some other events, live events in Cambridge and Manchester. Monica, by the way, has posted many recordings of her teaching students according to our methods and using healthy technique and teaching essential piano technique in particular. And she does them in a very, very imaginative way. So they're very good examples and very useful to watch. Then we also have Trish Cummings here today, Joe Wells, Claire Stennett, Claire Spencer, who are all certified teachers, and they act as wonderful group leaders when we have the online annual training course. So I'd like to move on now to talk a little bit about what we can offer you. Now, Oliver is going to show some parts of the site on a separate screen while I take you through it. Would you like to start putting it up, Oliver? We're trying to offer something for absolutely everyone. So starting with events, we have over 20 events taking place over the coming year, and no doubt there will be more added to it as time goes by. These range, some of them are webinars on piano technique and musicianship and repertoire, and they're all for free for members. And there's one connected with real beginners based around the techniques in Primer A, which is taking place in 2 weeks' time. I'm also going to be offering Q&A sessions. So if you have any problems in your playing, just hop onto one of those sessions and you can ask questions. Whatever is bothering you, or you're not quite right, or you don't know what to do, just come and ask me the questions. We've got general talks on practice methods, sight reading, musicianship, playing jazz. We're trying to open the field and making it as varied as we possibly can. So there really is something for everybody. I think our highlight of the year is the annual teacher training course, which has been running for a few years now. This year it'll be for 3 days, and it's in person in London and also online. So we cover elementary, intermediate and advanced teaching, and all teachers are welcome, and pianists can also come, non-teachers, if you can attend as observers if you like. And there is an 80% reduction for members on that course, so it almost pays for your yearly membership. We also provide guided courses. So we have grouped together certain webinars which form specific courses. So as you can see there's an elementary one, an intermediate, an advanced one. The advanced one, for instance, is people who maybe have been studying the Complete Pianist and sometimes find it a little bit overwhelming. So this is going to be a summary of all the best bits in the Complete Pianist, all the bits that you might find most useful or that you may have some questions on. And so again, the guided courses are open to anybody. So the first one starts in 2 weeks' time. It's for elementary technique and repertoire. And it starts with beginning technique. And so it's open to beginning teachers, beginning pianists, and obviously teachers who are teaching at that level. And so this first guided course starts on November the 30th. And it will be recorded, so don't worry if you miss some of them. And each guided course can then be part of the certification program. So for teachers, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the certification program next. What we want to feel is that we have developed teachers in many parts of the world who are really confident that they are teaching to the best of their ability, and that the students also feel confident that their teacher, really is teaching them very, very well. So you'll receive a lot of direct advice and feedback from me, but you'll also get recognition for all your expertise by being assessed and becoming a certified teacher. So all the details are up on the website, and it also teaches you how to work your way through the certification process. We're doing a guided version, so if you like, you can follow the guided program, and that will help you step by step. But it's really not a difficult process. We're trying to make it as pleasurable and as enjoyable as it can be. I think somebody needs to mute their microphone, if you wouldn't mind doing that. Thanks. Next we have community. So we have 2 chats that you'll find down the side of the site. There's a pianist discussion and a teacher's discussion. They're very similar. And in that, you can talk about anything you want connected either with playing or with teaching. We also have meetup groups for the community, Gwen's Network and Natta. We have online chats, and we have a forum that Inesh is setting a monthly topic to sort of guide the topic of the discussion. But please, you can feel free to talk about anything. It doesn't have to be about what the webinars have been talking about or what anybody else has been talking about. If you have a problem with a particular piece or whatever your question is, put it there, because there are so many very experienced pianists in this group, and I'm sure somebody will be able to give you some really valuable advice. So don't be shy about putting questions in. We have a fantastic range of resources. Oliver's going to put those up for you now. The essential piano technique resources are very comprehensive. We're just going to give you an example here from Primer A, from the Essential Piano Technique. But we have all these essential piano technique resources. We also have a growing library of webinars, and this is going to be built up we're building it up almost as we speak. So within the Essential Piano Technique, for instance, this is Primer A, and it starts with me just giving some technique tips about how to approach the exercises and the piece. And then we go down, and here is a video of Monica Wallow teaching one of the techniques, which is Eagle's Beak. And as you can see, she uses imaginative props. She's very imaginative in her teaching. So we're very keen to have other teachers as well. If you have a video of yourself doing it, please let us know. But we've got some lovely videos already. Then we've got recordings of each piece, recorded by myself and Aaron Burrows, the composer. And just to make a change from me speaking, we're going to just play Cowboy Song, which is a very, very simple piece on just 2 notes. And it's at the beginning of Primer A. And every piece has a recording that your students can use as inspiration when they're practicing. Here there's also a recording of one of Monica's students playing the actual piece. And then below it we have accompaniments to the piece, and we have accompaniments available for every piece. Inesh has recorded them. She's played them beautifully, and they're beautiful recordings. And she's done them at 3 different speeds, and also with the solo part and without the solo part. So if you're a teacher, you can use those for your students' practice. And finally, we offer discounts. There's discounts on my books, on my online courses. There's also an £80 discount on our 3-day course in May. I mentioned that. And do keep an eye out for any discounts that are coming up, but sometimes they're short things. The publisher Informants, for instance, is until 3rd of December, he's doing a 40% discount on Essential Piano Technique and the Foundations in Piano Technique course. So these things will come up, and whenever they do, you will be the first to know about them. So you've probably seen that there are 3 membership options. One is for pianists, and you get virtually everything, but we're assuming you're not going to want to take part in the certification program. Teachers, again, get everything we've been talking about, plus the option for the certification. And also there is a private teachers chat, just so that you can talk about particular problems connected with your own teaching. And the great thing about these chats is they are not on Facebook, so they're private, and you're not going to be interrupted by ads and fake things all the time. It's very private, this is what the site is very specifically for. At the beginning of the new year, we will be introducing family membership. And the aim for this is that we have then resources for students who are under 18. So they won't have access to all the rest of the site. But they will have access, for instance, to the Essential Piano Technique resources that we've just been showing you. So they will need to be signed up by a parent, and then they have access to very specific resources which are relevant to them. We'd love to know more about you and who you are. Please, there is an option to add to your profile. Quite a lot of you have done that, and actually it's been really lovely reading about you and finding what your interests are. So if you haven't done that, please do add to your profile in the members section. Tell us if you have any special skills. A lot of people have done that already, that you might like to share with others, for instance. Or if you have a particular musical interest. We'd love you to become involved. As you see, we've got a lot of people already involved. I'd love you to become part of the community and to join up the meetups and the online chat and the forum. And please, what I want to say is no question is ever considered to be stupid. You know, however stupid you think your question might be, there will always be somebody there who will answer you in a kind way and a very supportive way. And we all have questions that we consider to be stupid. So please use the chat to benefit you. And I know that that a lot of the experienced teachers are very happy to share their experience, but it's also very valuable when learners also share their experiences. That's valuable for the teachers as well, and for the other beginners and intermediate. So please don't be shy at all. So this circle site is private. So you can, you won't be interrupted by all sorts of other things. It's only for members. You can also do direct messaging through the site. You may have seen I've already sent you a quick little message, and you can message each other. And if you want, you can also have small group chats. This site is run by a company called Circle, and they are they have set up this particular type of site where you can have communities, you can have courses, you can have events all taking place through the site. Please feel free to post videos of yourself. If you're posting of your students, please make sure you have permission. We've got a form for that. And let us know if you have any ideas for webinars that you'd like to see us put on, or other resources that you would find useful. And we'd love it, especially if you're a teacher, if you'd become a certified teacher and maybe eventually an instructor. We aim to make that a really positive experience and to encourage everybody to take part. So, the three things that are coming up next, as I say, we aim to provide something for everybody. So actually on next Sunday, Gwen is starting with a Network and Natter. That's just an opportunity for any new members to get to know each other and chat about anything connected with music or the piano, whatever you want to talk about. She had an introductory session a few weeks ago, and that was very popular, and people joined from several parts of the world. It was lovely to meet you. And then 1 week later, on November the 30th, that's at 3 p.m. Gwen's one is at 2 p.m. I will start the first guided training course. And this is for teachers and elementary pianists. Particularly if you're using Essential Piano Technique or Foundations in Piano Technique, you'll find this really useful. But if you haven't been introduced to these books yet, that's absolutely fine. So this first one is focusing on beginner techniques based on the resources in the Essential Piano Technique Primer A book. So within this guided course, teachers who are applying for certification will be guided through the course and given some tasks to do in between the sessions. But pianists who are just beginning or perhaps returning to the piano and want some refreshment, want to refresh their technique, you're also very, very welcome. And then on December the 14th at 3 p.m. again, we have the first Healthy Technique Clinic Q&A. So this is an opportunity for you to ask any questions you have about your own playing or your teaching. And we ask you to submit questions in advance, and obviously I'll answer as many of them as I possibly can. So I don't know, Gwen, were there any questions in the chat? I see lots of people have been saying where they're from and who they are. Are there any questions that I should maybe answer now?
Just a couple of questions. One was, where can Monica's videos be found? Yes, they are next to the relevant section on the Circle site, and she's also posted them to the Roskell Academy Facebook group. But I'm sure she'll be incredibly inventive, and there'll be many more to come to go with the other resources. And just a slight confusion about what we mean when we say the platform. So we've got roskellacademy.com, the website, which is the overview of everything of all of Penelope's work, and then we've got the specific Roskell Academy community, which is we got the free options and we've got the paywall options, the full membership options, which is where you can really find all of the other resources, and that's hosted by a company called Circle, as Penelope said. So if you download the app on your phone, it's got a little C on it, or if you save it on your computer, it's a little app with a C, which is then the main Roskell Academy platform for the community. So we hope you'll join us there. And it's really great that we can also send private messages to everybody. So as I said earlier, you can also send me a private message if you've got any questions, or if somebody said something in the chat that you found particularly helpful that you want to ask them more about. I'm sure all members of the community would be more than willing to reply to your message. So do be using that.
Also, I've just seen there's another question that's come up from Rachel. She's just saying how and where to ask questions for discussion on the 14th of December. We will be sending you details about that, Rachel, near the time. So just keep an eye out for any messages, and Gwen will give you more information.
If I may, the best way is if you go to the actual event, there's comments underneath it where you can ask any questions about it, but you can also submit your questions in advance of any of the events. We've got events for the next 18 months and even further, I think. So any questions coming up, you can literally go onto the event and pop your question right there, and it will be answered when we get to that event. But that's the best way to submit your questions in advance. You can also email me, but yes, you're using the events facility is the quickest way to do it.
Thank you, Gwen. That's really helpful. And so then after December 14th, we'll have a short break for Christmas, as I'm sure you will be too. And then we'll be starting again in January with lots more events. Gwen did mention that we'd like everybody, if you have a drink with you, even if it's a tea or a juice or whatever it is, whether you would join us in please raising a glass to the success of the Roskell Academy and to all the members. And we give a huge thank you for all of those who've been involved up till now, and also to those who we know will be involved in the future. We're absolutely delighted to have so many people who are interested in this approach to piano playing and piano teaching. So here's the Roskell Academy and to all its members. Cheers.
Cheers, Penelope. Feel free to unmute and give your congratulations if you'd like to. Cheers. Well, congratulations, Penelope.
And everyone else.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Penelope, and everybody for making this community.
So just to finish, I thought we should have a little bit of music. So as you're, just to lead you out in a way, I'm just going to play a short piece by Mozart. It's the last movement of the B-flat Sonata K570.